situation that we're in right now in the summer that we're not going to have the convention in the current form. I'll say this also, that our city staff has been involved over the past year in working closely with the host committee and the Democratic National Convention on the municipal part of this, not the political part of this, but the planning, working on the security zone, working on street closures and things like that. For the last 6 to 7 weeks, none of that has occurred. We are exclusively, or primarily, and overly primarily, our city staff is now working on COVID-19 and related issues. In other words, this is way on the back burner in terms of what the city's priorities are right now, and that's what it should be. Right now, our priorities are the two crises that are right in front of us. First and foremost, the healthcare crisis, and second, unfortunately, the economic crisis that's accompanying it, both in terms of the impact that it's having on workers and families and mortgages and rents, but the impact it's having on businesses as well. I've seen Joe Biden's comments, and I think they were somewhat telling in that when we were having the conversations about the convention and the date was chosen, that was built around several things. The Republican Party has, in essence, first dibs because the president is a Republican Party, and they chose that week late in August. But the second issue was the 16-day period in which the Olympics are going to be held. Of course, we all know now that the Olympics are not going to be held at the end of July and up through the middle of August. So that provides some flexibility. I would say two things. One, the Republicans and the Democrats are both going to be choosing both going to be choosing a candidate for presidency this summer, late this summer. And I believe the Democrats are going to choose it in Milwaukee. I don't know exactly what the form is going to be, but I have been in contact at the national level with the host committee to discuss the contingencies. But my priorities, and I am working around the clock, as is the city staff right now, on COVID-19. That's where our priorities are, and that's where our priorities should be. I can't foresee us having exactly the type of convention that we had anticipated, again, because I think people's traveling patterns are going to change. I think lots of things are going to change as a result of this. I think the world has changed as a result of COVID-19. I think America has changed as a result of COVID-19. All you have to do is look out the window and you see how few people are out and about. But I remain hopeful. And I saw the poll numbers from the market poll, and I agree with that. This should not be our priority right now. Our priority right now should be the health and safety of Americans, the health and safety of Milwaukeeans, of Wisconsinites, and of getting our economy back up. Hopefully, we'll be at the point where this is all distant history, and that this would be a great shot in the arm for our local businesses, because I think all of us recognize our restaurants, our hotels are really suffering as a result of what's going on right now. I would like them to benefit from this, but I think even they recognize that right now the priority has to be curtailing this COVID-19 spread. That's the number one priority for every single one of us.